Rated M for mature.
Greetings, I'm Tipper. You are listening to Interp'd Reality. Here's what we got up to last time.
There was a particular division that was supposed to turn up here. They haven't shown up.
We were in Dialogues and we saw this door to a barrier, was it?
Oh, the murderous clown world.
This cat lady, she is much larger than Bizzy.
Oh, you gotta love tall women.
How about we all go to the nightclub?
Is a 14-year-old dragon allowed in a nightclub?
I had no idea that he was 14 years old.
I proceed to go outside, search for some spring onion.
Spring onion doesn't even grow in grass plains!
Not 20.
Yeah, you find some.
He really just did that, didn't he? He really just pulled it out of his arse.
Would you guys want to approach the construction?
I
or
would like
continue?
to approach them. I have a question.
Thick chunks of cement slam onto the ground. Huh, are all of you alright?
Are you by chance unionized?
What's a union?
That bloody explains it. Join the union, you scab.
He walks over to a puddle of cement that is on the ground. You hear him sniff loudly. Ah, now that's quality.
Oh my god, you know that can kill you, right?
Excuse me? A gigantic explosion emerged from the boy, completely enveloping the entire building.
Everyone drop, tuck and roll!
You see this intense nightclub atmosphere.
Would you like a drink?
What?
Would you like a drink?
Karl is wasted now.
The Industrial Revolution and its many consequences.
Does anyone have any water for the drunk man?
I go into the corner and just vomit.
Off in the distance, you hear a very obnoxious munching and chewing sound. And that is where we will end the session.
How was I so successful?
I don't know.
And now, on with the story.
Last time on Interp'd Reality, all of you were attending the funeral of Wilson in Trans-Tundra. It had just wrapped up, and Lieutenant Maximilian took you aside briefly to tell you that he hadn't been able to get in contact with one of his divisions, which was actually back in the sewers that you were in a while ago. He gave you some money, hoping that you would eventually circle back and check them out. Then he went off and did his own thing. You got acquainted with a cat lady you still don't know the name of, and she suggested that you should all cool off at the nightclub, and you indeed went in that direction. Did take a slight detour to a fast food place called Queen Cuckoo and was involved in an extremely harrowing and near-death experience, but he got out of there relatively unscathed due to his scales. Once in the nightclub, most of you got drunk, and there were some women with flowers for heads wearing dresses, of mostly black color, that were trying to communicate with you to get you to leave the main area and go into the back halls, which you agreed to do, thinking that that would be a worthwhile rest opportunity for all of you. However, it turned out to be a trap as the flowers began attacking you. All of you fought relatively valiantly, very close to death, but they were vanquished. And as you returned back into the nightclub, you noticed that the entire floor had been vacated. There was no one here anymore. However, as you emerged into the nightclub, you began to hear some loud noises that sounded like somebody eating.
Who the fuck is eating with their mouth open?
And
Jesus Christ,
probably they
loud.
do have their mouth open. I will say that.
Okay, before we go check that out, can I please get healing?
Well, do you want a can of Heinz tomato ketchup?
No.
Just read all fucking
Take that right now, yes.
Wait, really?
Okay. Okay, I'm
gonna
gonna
eat Heinz.
Alright, I'm gonna throw him like a can of food.
Oh, okay. What is that from your inventory?
That's rations.
Is that a quantity thing? Yeah, you can subtract one ration. And Wolf, I believe... I believe that you will need to roll a medicine check.
Medicine.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. Okay, let's say you heal 5 points.
Finally. I feel better. Only a tad bit.
Mhm.
That is good
Thank
to hear.
you. Thank you,
Oh,
Karl.
thank God.
That's how you bloody do it.
Fire in the first place.
Mhm.
Wasn't it? If my memory serves correct, because I'm slightly hungover,
Yeah.
didn't you get like bloody IED'd explosioned at a
Restaurant, yes.
at a fast food joint?
Mhm.
Yes, I was calmly eating a burger.
By
Trying to recoup.
perchance, is that the person over there that blew up the place?
You do
Okay,
not see this person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
However, I want you to roll, let's do investigation. No, perception, sorry.
perception, great.
'Cause it's long range.
12.
Based on how noisily and sloppily this person that you cannot see is eating, it's very obvious to you that this could not be the person that you remember that caused the explosion.
Yeah, that's not the person. This could be another person.
Oh, great.
What I could say though is it's a child.
Oh, so a child. So you got hit by a child terrorist. Okay, great.
Basically, yes.
If I had a
Oh,
nick
great.
for every time we...
Terms like that, Karl. Thank you.
Terrorist.
Oh my goodness.
If I had so much as a silver coin for every single time one of us ran into a child that caused nothing but problems, I'd be 2 silvers rich!
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened
Oh
twice.
my goodness.
I know,
Guys,
right?
come on.
Indeed.
Oh.
I would like to see if the flower mask has any magical properties on it.
Interesting. Yeah. I guess in that instance you would roll Arcana.
20.
Oh!
Whoa! 20!
Dirty 20.
A natural 20!
No, it's
Wow.
20.
Okay,
At least these bladed nunchucks will be useful for climbing later.
I did not account for this. Let me see if I can come up with something from the top of my head.
Oh, you said none.
It's like the
okay.
the spring onion incident all over again.
Tell me, would you like to put the mask on, or are you just observing it?
Observing it for now to see if it has any magical properties.
Okay, so you look at the mask from the short distance that you have holding it in your hands, and you do notice that there does seem to be a somewhat noticeable color change looking through the eye slits. It's not a color that you can pinpoint down because it does seem to change every so often. However, you know cellophane, how it has that sort of reflective property?
Yeah.
It does. It appears to have that sort of texture to it, even though there's no material actually there. And you believe that this mask could probably enhance your insight abilities.
Alright, I would like to put on the mask.
Okay.
This better not have ramifications.
Yeah.
That will hurt us
Roll
later.
an intelligence saving throw.
Are you sure about this?
I don't think he
I
is.
lean to
14.
14. You feel as if there could have been some mental effects, but you ward them off.
I lean to Tipper and I'm like, I don't think he really considers any of the negatives with this sort of stuff.
And I'm gonna lean down to Bizzy, and I'm gonna be like, when has he ever considered that?
What if he
No, you
turns
tell
on us?
me,
What
you
if
know him more than I do!
Oh, and
What if these things are mind controlled?
as that happens, Bizzy roll d4.
I'm just gonna smack him in his face. That's a 2.
2. I believe
That's 66% cat.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think you were much tiefling last time either. So yeah, I was hoping for a smack in the I was hoping for a smack in the head situation, but that doesn't happen.
That would be incredibly hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look, Look, can we just make it happen, please?
Yeah,
Please, just this once, make it happen, please.
If you want to curse.
Yeah, fine, I'll take it.
All right.
Oh my god.
Go and roll your d4 again, and then I will need your curse roll, please.
That's a D100 for the curse, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so happy I took the curse because that's a 4. And that's a 41 for the curse. 41 for the curse.
41. Okay, the first we'll resolve the initial roll. You turn full tiefling, and as you do, your height skyrockets upwards as obvious, and because it's very quick, so Tipper doesn't really have the time to react like that. But you smack Karl in the face because he's leaning over you.
Karl.
I do.
Wait, right in the horns too. So Karl, I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a nat 20. Let's go.
Oh, okay. So they just lightly bonk you.
Yeah, I do the get smart like he cups his nose and
I had like, oh, fuck me, that hurt.
And direct immediately after this transformation, Bizzy, you realize that you have become incredibly long-sighted. Thus, you are unable to see anything close to you, including those traveling with you. However, perception checks will be an advantage. So you have that.
Yes.
She became a rabbit, people. She became a rabbit.
Considering all the rabbits that we've already seen.
Are you okay, Bizzy?
No, are you fine?
Bizzy, roll, let's say, wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Lots of saving throws around here.
Wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw gift shop. How may I help you today?
What'd you get?
Nat 20, let's go!
Okay, right. So as you look around, all you can see your fellow friends as is just amorphous blobs, but you know that it's just your eyesight playing tricks on you.
Ah, fuck, I don't think this transformation worked out well for me at this point in time.
Would you like my glasses?
No. Will that help?
No, it won't. That's only
I don't know,
for short
would it?
sight. That's only for short sight to help.
Hey, it could work.
No,
No, Karl, are you short-sighted or long-sighted?
She's probably experiencing migraine and
Is it?
probably a ton of headache pain.
I just use these just as a sort of cosmetic, but they're really reading glasses, as one would say.
I don't think that's gonna help
Yeah,
me.
that's not good for perfect eyes, mate.
Oh, bugger.
That's unfortunate.
I'll be-
using reading
I'll be
glasses.
fine.
It's not good for
Tipper-
your eyes at all.
Tipper, I
If you have good
right.
eyes.
Bugger
I
my
didn't hear
arse and
any
call
of
me
that.
Maggie Thatcher.
Tipper, I didn't hit you, right? I'm trying to look his way, but I'm definitely not looking his way.
I'm over here.
She looks out the window.
Fuck. Are you still okay? That's what I'm asking. Are you fine? I didn't hit you.
Yeah, you're more tall.
My point still stands. I could have knocked you with my tail or something. Sorry, Karl.
Well, it could be worse, to be honest. It's not the worst thing I've been hit by.
Even as you guys have been talking this whole time, you still hear this obnoxiously loud eating noise that is coming from around the corner of where the bar would be.
Okay, who the bloody hell is eating that loud? Close your bloody mouth, man.
Okay,
investigate
alright.
it. I'll go down to investigate.
Okay, so Tipper and begin to move first. What you see as you turn around the corner is a pile of chip packets and other confectionaries that have clearly been knocked over from a nearby shelf. And right in the middle of it all is one of these white-suited characters that you have seen before. You remember from when you were looking around in that pile of junk. One of these people came up to you and was talking with a really crappy voice. This guy, however, he's very fat. He's like, you can't even comprehend how fat this guy is.
Oi, buddy, why did you not go for a shelf?
What? Oh. You give me that away. These are mine.
Holy
I'm not into the
fuck.
food. I'm not into the food, queso. I'm asking why
What
is the
did you call
shelf
me?
knocked over?
Oh, you don't call me by names.
I'm gonna
I
be.
proceed to pull out my
gonna-
shotgun and threaten him. Hey, buddy,
I'm gonna.
pick up that shelf.
I'm gonna like lean over to Bizzy, and I'm like, I just realised we're in an Austin Powers scene.
All I'm seeing is something.
You are startled all of a sudden as this fat man in this black and white suit here slides backward without even moving his legs. The chip packets fly all over because he's sliding basically into the wall. So, but he stops
Great,
halfway
he has no
through.
gravitational
Then he looks down, goes upright. And now that he is in a better position, he reaches down into presumably his pocket and pulls out this black tool that you're not quite able to grasp what it is in this moment. And you are suddenly surrounded by these electrical particles. As this happens, you roll history.
What, me?
Yes.
What's happening?
I don't like this.
What the fuck? I can't see shit.
So you very faintly remember that this is the last thing that happened before you were put into prison, and it's happening again. So now you are completely frozen, and you're being lifted up by these by this electrical field that's completely surrounding your body and also extending from this black tool. But as this is happening, and this fat man is taunting you essentially now that he's got you under his grasp, everybody else make perception.
Perception's at advantage for me? Did you
Yes,
say?
that's correct. It is.
Okay.
7.
Okay, that's roll.
Oh,
number-
that's a 15, sir.
Hmm.
Hang on, I'm doing the second roll. Hurry the fuck! 24, let's go!
Nice, yeah. Bizzy, you are the first to notice that there's somebody in the distance, and they're flying towards the nightclub. As you look closer with your eyes that have more well adjusted to long-range viewing, you see someone that looks very similar to that guy that first got you into this adventuring party, the guy with the wacky arms and the top hat. Although this guy, he isn't colored the same. He seems to have this purple coloration around him, and he, instead of a top hat, he has a bowler hat. And there are jewels on his outfit that catch the light like a chameleon caught in the sun. He's got purple velvet trousers and boots. He's flying over without like flapping his arms or anything. He's just sort of coasting towards this nightclub. It's not the same person that you remember from when you first got into this this whole situation, but probably related. As he enters the nightclub, he looks around and he goes, "Oh, this is very much unfortunate. I was hoping to get drunk, but there's no one here. Who are you all? What is happening?"
This guy knocked over a shelf.
Can I
What the heck?
can I
Who's it? Who's that guy? Oh, I gotta.
can I do a persuasion check saying that this man has decided to wreck the bar?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and do persuasion.
Is it just me or
That is a
Wait.
15, sir.
You are very obviously able to persuade him because he was already thinking that. This overseer that you are being confronted by is so fat that it's very obvious that he would have caused all the ruckus. So this bowler cap wearing purple guy turns towards the fat bloke, and with a scoff, like, he throws his hand, gloved hand, towards the fat guy, and particles come out. Similar to the gold dust that you remember from the chronicler, and they freeze this overseer in place. Unfortunately, that does not free him from the electric field, but it does stop them from doing anything else.
How do we get you out of there?
Oh, I have an idea.
What are you going to try and do? You're completely
gonna try and
frozen
do?
apart from your ability to talk.
Okay, my ability to talk. Okay, someone grab the black thing that overseer guy was holding.
Which one was that? I'm out of the question for
Holding
that
a
one. I'm
black
sorry, I can't.
tool in one of his hands, and it caused this electric field.
Yeah, Tipper and you can very clearly see this black tool that this fat guy is holding out. There's an electrical stream that's shooting from it and surrounding him.
There has to be. There's an off button somewhere on that remote. It should be in the center or somewhere. If you can find that off button or off switch, I can be free.
Excuse me. I'm gonna try to take it away.
Yep. Okay. I guess roll strength.
It says I have do I have inspiration?
I have inspiration as well.
Do
19.
you? Yes, you do.
Huh?
Okay.
Well, he doesn't even need inspiration. He got 19. You are able to pull this black staff out of the fat dude's hands, and the moment you do, the field immediately stops. It just blinks out of existence, and is free.
Huh, that gets rid of that bloody contraption.
Fucking fat bitch knocked over the thing and decided to put me in that electric field again.
How do you feel about that?
This is not at all what I was hoping to come into. Well, I guess my novel writing day is done for.
You're a author, might I say?
Yes, that is correct. I am a novel writer. Well, I perform at my best when I'm completely wasted, but that's not happening now, is it?
Yeah, there's drinks.
How about I get? Is there any bottles left standing?
Look, it won't do me any good to get drunk in this place. There's nothing going on.
Well, how about I buy you the drink and you can take the drink home?
No, that won't do.
Hey, buddy, you remind me of someone. Like, from what I can see from far away from you anyway. You wouldn't happen to know some yellow fucking top hat floating genie thing? What was it? Chronicler? What was his name?
Duh.
Indeed, yeah.
You know about him?
Yes.
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah,
We're currently in a contract with him.
This is just horrible. I really despise him.
Is he your brother or something?
Nah, you could say something along those lines. We're not totally related, but we are in a sense. It's complicated.
So
He wasn't that bad.
No, I really just hate him. He's dealing with all sorts of business, and he's all talking all about doing good for the people, but he doesn't really do any good.
That's comforting.
What do you mean he doesn't do well for the people?
His methods are questionable, and I think they do more harm than good. What has he done so far with you? 4?
Well, he has...
Oh, wait a second. Sorry. You guys didn't notice this, but Gary, has disappeared, and actually, you heard, amidst the scuffle, that there was a glass breaking sound. You didn't realize that until now.
Hang on a minute. Where's Gary? Where's Gary?
Where did he go?
You look around and you're unable to see him.
Oh,
Don't tell us that he's run off on us again.
Wait, again?
I think he's done it to us again. Okay, this man is gonna do my head in.
Yeah, let's just let him run off. We'll find him.
So, let me get this straight. All four of you, and maybe somebody else, according to what I've been hearing, you're dealing with the Chronicler?
That is quite.
Well, what is he getting you to do?
Well, he's saying that we're going on adventures, but he doesn't really give us a go. Really, we just go on adventures. I think it's just for his entertainment.
I don't even belong here.
I can tell that you don't look like anything I've seen before.
Yeah, I got teleported from a gaming session in my world.
Yes, that is actually quite a common backstory I've heard from many people.
I was pulling down a 50 bomb.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, the Chronicler, is terrible at his job that he claims to do, and so if you really want some pointers of where to go, I will be your guy.
Oh, excellent. At least we have somewhere to go.
Yep.
What do you propose we do?
Okay, what have you found out so far?
A grid?
Well,
a giant grid.
We have caused a
with vocal cords.
we caused a mutiny. We killed a giant turtle. We threatened a overseer. 2 overseers, actually.
I can see now.
Yes. We
escaped from what apparently everyone else here calls a prison.
Yes, we escaped prison.
Oh, it was you 4 or 5 that did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. And
Cool.
and we found the Chronicler at the pub in which he locked the doors.
Oh, yes, that is a particularly bad screw-up of his. I, unfortunately, cannot do anything to fix that.
We fought a giant zombified-looking creature.
Yes.
Okay.
And
this isn't what I'm asking for. I don't care about your whole life story. What I'm interested in is, do you have any intention in mind? Is there some goal that you're trying to reach?
Well, we're all rather spread around with our goals. 2 people want to go home. I want to see the overthrowing of the overseers. That is my
I want
thing.
to be the strongest wizard.
I just don't belong here.
I'm afraid I can't do anything to help you in regards to that.
I'm going to lean down to Bizzy and I'm like, what is your goal exactly?
Wait, why are you leaning down?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't lean down. She's
You
tall
lean up.
now.
You
Yeah.
lean up. You lean up.
my voice, like my vision is still a bit blurry, so I hit Bizzy's
Apparently,
shoulder.
apparently just as much as Bizzy's, according to this.
Oh.
Hey, look, I know this is a bar, but now's not the time for that. Anyway, that's kind of personal, so I guess
Look,
call it
if
a
I don't
go-home
get
thing.
anything to work with, I can't help you guys. It's as simple as that.
Look, sorry, what was your name again? Blob purple thing?
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't say my name. The dapper dude over here, he got pretty close. My name is the Novelist. I write novels.
Novelist.
As obvious.
Okay, Novelist. I don't know if you're whatever can see this, but my world shape's pretty fucked up. I can't use it, and I can't control it. Can you help me out here, or am I stuck like this?
Again, I don't think I would be able to help with that. Okay, so it seems to me that none of you even know what you're supposed to be doing, and the Chronicler has you on some kind of mission. That is not good. I need to fix this right away. So, here's what I would suggest. You can screw around in this place however you want, but I think that what would be most beneficial is I have been around, and I have seen a clan that has been in immense suffering for quite a long time.
The Vegas group?
No, not them. No, I'm referring to the Capuchin clan.
The Capuchin clan?
What's a Capuchin?
Yeah, you guys certainly haven't heard of them before. That's the reason for that is that they are in Totem Coast, which is a fair distance away from this place here, but you will be able to make it there on foot. They have been going through, I guess, an identity crisis. I'm not going to get myself involved in politics, but it's been pretty rough for them, and they've been crying out, oh, please help us, give us refuge, tell everybody to adhere to our standards, and it's too much for me to deal with, so maybe you could handle that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sounds like a task.
Yeah, something that you'll actually be able to do. Unlike all those weird, unclear goals that my counterpart has been giving you.
Kind of been just exploring, and that's been it.
Okay, right, shall we go to the Capuchin clan?
I'll tell you that, people that group together like this don't just explore. They have a reason for being here. So you should probably get going.
Real quick, can I search the floor for any food to aid in my
There's food everywhere.
Okay, I would like to grab whatever food I could see on the floor.
There is so much of it that
packets of chips.
Yeah, you're just like you're carrying like tons in your arms, and they're just spilling out everywhere.
Okay, I would like to grab a handful at first, and then use that to aid my healing, and with the rest, I'll put that in my backpack.
Can I ask, is the cat lady still here or nearby?
No, she fled as well.
Oh, okay.
So to Tipper, he sees the chip packets as bags of flour.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay. So, picks all these up. Roll medicine.
Because, well, think about it. Character's medieval. He probably has no idea what a chip packet even is.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 13.
13. Because it's only a chip packet, I'm saying you're only gonna heal 2 points of health.
Okay, how many of these chip packets do I eat exactly?
I'll only let you eat one at this stage.
Oh.
And, like, in order to eat it, you open it and you just completely dump it in your, like, mouth. And there's, like, chips falling all over the place.
My mouth unhinges. And I put the lid of the bag in my mouth. And the bag in my mouth.
Okay, I am
the
going...
The sad thing is Bizzy is missing out on this because of the blurry vision.
Yeah.
So, like, oh god. You know what? No regrets still.
I'm going to add chip packets to your inventory. Okay.
So, is anybody gonna stop him from scoffing whatever that is?
Oh yeah, these are okay. Do you know what potatoes are, Tipper?
Yes, we grow them.
Of course, he knows what the bloody potatoes are.
These are made of potatoes with seasoning, of course, fried in oil, cooking oil.
You don't really use oil,
I
right?
don't think he has access to bloody oil. Anyways,
I think this conversation is pointless. Let's move on.
Let's get to the bloody Capuchin clan and let's figure out their bloody.
Help, mate.
They're gonna have to bloody.
Anyways, no, you can see long distances just fine, but short distances is where things break down.
I'm gonna stand right next to Bizzy and basically guide her away from the closest objects.
As you're leaving, the novelist goes, "Oh, you guys are just going to leave without a goodbye. That's whatever."
Bye.
Well, I tip my hat to him and I go, "Until we meet again, sir."
I don't look at him. I just wave my hand goodbye.
I do a bow and tip my mask to him.
He nods and he goes, "Good enough." And he waits for you all to leave this time. As you make your way down, back out the stairs, returning to the outside of Transtundra. Once you've gotten out, you see him fly back the way he came. His body just goes into the sky and just flies off. So
that's the first time.
Presumably, it would not be wise to go back because the that overseer that he froze is probably unfrozen by now.
Yes. Real quick, can I check the ground for another spring onion?
Oh my god.
Investigation.
Investigation. You got me to roll survival before.
Oh yeah, do survival then.
You're not a gourmet!
3.
No, you're not finding one.
Sure. I'll
Thank
try again
goodness.
later.
Thank God.
Okay.
I'm gonna light
alright.
myself a cigarette.
So, as you look around,
Moving on.
obviously you see that you are directly outside the nightclub, this rainbow building, and it is itself surrounded by a race circuit with no, I won't say anything about that. There's an assortment of buildings. Of course, you now all see that Queen Cuckoo is completely charred. There was very obviously an explosion there.
Is that where you were?
Yes, I was there. A kid
Well,
Wow.
used his vocals to explode.
You look slightly to your left and you see the way you came from, which was the way back into town. But as you look all around, you walk around, like this place is completely vacant now. The explosion and all the events that have been happening in the nightclub have caused everybody to flee. But you do see off in the distance that there is some kind of clearing that leads to a form of beach. It is a bit hard to see because it's nighttime here, but it's very clearly there.
All right, let's go down there then. Let's go.
I want to put
I
a
would like to
torch.
search for another spring onion.
Okay.
Adventures out there.
I want everybody to roll dexterity check.
Dexterity check, all right.
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
10.
Okay.
that is a dirty
4.
20.
Wow. Oh, all right.
I'm getting pretty crummy
That is
rolls.
a 19.
Okay, so Karl and Bizzy, you two are leading the troop, and Tipper, you are behind. As you four are walking along in this 2-1-1 arrangement, is approached by some furry creature. He seems to be like he looks like a badger, but with different colors. The actual species name is a mink. I don't know if you have heard of them.
Yes.
Budget.
Whom is approached by one of them, and he goes, "Hey, what you up to?"
Walking.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, but coming out of the nightclub, where you headed?
Somewhere.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to make conversation. Look, it's not important. If you don't know where to go, I've got something in mind for you.
I'll be fine here, thank you.
Oh man. Okay, well, here, look. Can I tell you a story at least?
No,
What?
I said no.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, I'm going now. Bye bye.
Yeah. So he stops, and the four of you walk further ahead. Having been unable to talk to him, he now approaches Tipper, who is last in line, and he goes, "Can I perhaps indulge you?"
Hi, who are you?
My name is Merritt, and I know of some fun things to do around here.
Do you now?
Yeah, if you're ever feeling, lost or bored, I can help you out. I've got some stories to tell. I'll tell you that.
I don't like this man.
You don't know him. You don't see him. You can hear what he's saying, but that's about it.
I'm just gonna think to myself, and I'm like, I don't know if that man wants to rob us or he's telling the truth.
Totally sorry, Merritt, but we are completely busy. We're on our way to a very special task.
Merritt is now looking a bit frustrated. You see like a slight frustration cross his face.
You okay?
It's been a while since I've talked to anybody. I'm a bit rusty. Look, I'll tell you, about what I have seen. So there's this story from folklore that there is a little creature. It's a legend, so I don't know enough about that, but he was completely on his own. He had nothing going for him. Everybody ignored him, and he wasn't exactly had very many good qualities about him, but eventually he came to the pipes, and he was able to uncover a hidden talent that was his love for racing. And now this is nothing like the racing that you see up here. This is special, and that is a tradition that we're trying to keep up. Yeah, so if you wanna come and have a good time, we'd love to see you there. You see, as he produces a brochure and he hands it to you. Nobody else sees what's on it. And you see that it reads, "Come to the races. Just go through any manhole in Trans-Tundra. Enjoy a night of fun."
Jack, can I
keep it in mind?
Okay, Jack, am I able to because you said we're hearing this unfold, right? Am I able to turn around, or am I able to do a history check on this person?
He never mentioned the races in his speech. Yes, do a history check anyway.
But I'm asking now because you did mention the pipes.
Oh, so... yes, that is correct. Do a history check anyway.
Oh, why the fuck did I roll perception? Wrong roll. Ignore that, please.
Can I also do a history check on the word pipes?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see what I get.
16.
Okay.
14! Let's go.
So, you are completely unfamiliar with this term. You have no recollection of it. It's some location, but you don't know where that location is.
Thank you, Merritt.
Bizzy, you hear the pipes and your skin crawls. You don't like that place. Not because it's particularly dangerous, but just because you've seen some things down there that you would rather not remember. And you don't know exactly what Tipper has been handed, because you never get to see what's on it. But looking at Merritt, you just feel off about his species. You prefer to see the best in everyone, but I don't know, there's just something weird about him specifically that makes him stand out.
Wait a fucking minute.
Well,
you okay?
You all have fun on your adventure, and I'll see you some other time.
Bye. I wave away.
Yep. And he walks off. In fact, you see him move towards one of the manholes and go into it.
Moving along then, I guess.
Tipper, did he mention anything at all to you about anything?
About some sort of race. That's
I wouldn't
about
bother
it,
with
really.
them if I were you. Trust me on that.
Okay,
Yes.
do me a favor, Tipper, just put it on the floor. I will do something about it.
I think it's more important to keep it.
Oh my god.
Just in case, you know.
Look, it's up to you, man, but trust me when I say this. That's nothing but a... whatever.
It looks...
I storm ahead.
No one else, no one's seeing what Tipper has on this brochure.
But we do see the brochure, correct?
Yes, you see that he's holding it.
Tipper, with my time of being at the doctor's office, no one bloody reads those pamphlets, so just bloody chuck them out.
Is that what this is?
Yes. Yes. It's like a brochure, to be precise.
Can we just move on?
Yes.
But before we do that,
no matter how many times you're going to tell me to throw it away, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, I would like to search for another spring onion, please.
No.
No.
We will move on.
Thank you.
So, as you cross over into the beach, unlike any other location, the sky is set to slowly transition from moving from Trans Tundra into this beach. You see as the nighttime slowly shifts, a sunset begins to rise the closer you get to the beach. The sun itself is obstructed by some kind of it's some tall thing in the distance. You can't make it out, but it's a sunset, all right. It looks beautiful.
Now this looks so much more natural.
And you can definitely make out a lot more features along the beach. Bizzy, I want you to roll a... What would this be? Let's go wisdom saving throw.
I'm doing a lot of saving throws. That's not bad. That's an 11.
Okay. This sunset reminds you of when you broke out of that prison. You remember being around this crowd of people and hearing somebody speak out, and then you all ran off and you went into this some kind of station. It was hard. Everything just sort of happened so fast. You watched as almost like nearly half of these people died right in front of your eyes, and then you went and got shelter. That didn't happen, did it?
No.
Wait a minute. This.
Fuck no.
Are you
This might
okay,
be-
Bizzy?
Also, I will
This
say
might be
that
some time-
as you've been moving towards the beach, your curse is worn off.
Oh, okay. Like, fuck my. I think my eyes are fine now, but God, I'm remembering a prison. But shit, that's not right, is it? Fuck.
We were at a prison.
Yeah.
We all were.
We all were, but I don't remember you being there.
Yeah, no.
You weren't there.
Was I not? Fuck. It's like I can remember it, but it doesn't feel like I'm remembering it. Shit.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Who the fuck is Mason?
Someone that it's a reference. It's all good. It's all good. It's a reference.
Okay, while this is going on, can I search for any food that grows?
There are no spring onions in this beach.
It's
Or
roll perception anyway.
8.
You don't appear to see much at all in this particular part of the beach. However, you look out into the distance and you do in fact see some trees looking similar to palm trees. They're probably growing something, you don't know.
Okay, nuts.
As you look out, you also notice that there is some kind of gathering off in the distance. There are fires that have been lit on the floor, and there's people dancing.
What's this called?
Roll perception again.
That's
I'll
funny.
add inspiration.
That's funny.
Oh, wait,
Wow. So you glare at these people off in the distance, and they are very clearly monkeys. They have light fur at their fronts, and on their backs it's actually dark fur. It's this two-tone color to their fur. They appear to be dancing around these fires. They're wearing these very rural, almost like living off the land kind of outfits with leaves and beads and things like that. There is also one monkey that is sitting on top of a throne that has those poles coming out of the bottom as if it was meant to be carried.
Hey, Tipper, get over here.
Huh?
Fuck.
Tipper, get over here. I want to show you something.
Hmm.
Do you recognize that man that's sitting on that throne there?
Tipper, roll perception.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
You look out and you see the exact same thing that sees, all these monkeys dancing around in their two-tone color. And just from seeing their colors, you immediately know that this is not the monkey that you remember.
No,
Hmm.
that's not him.
Could this be some impersonator?
I wouldn't say
I do not-
impersonator. I'd just say someone else.
Oh, it looks like a bloody monarchy. I hate it.
Okay, well, anyway, I would like to search the tree.
It is far away behind the dancing monkeys, so you will need to approach first.
Okay, I would like to... Can I perform stealth and walk past them?
Yes. Do stealth. And you got a 13?
I got 11.
11, sorry. As you begin approaching this group of dancing monkeys off in the distance, hoping to gain access to some of the trees that are visible far off into the distance, you notice that there are these totems made of multiple blocks with heads carved into them. As you're attempting to sneak closer to the monkeys, you see one of these heads turn, and then another, and then all of them are looking at you. Before you can even react, they have suddenly started jumping towards all of you, their heads cascading as they jump and then land back onto the ground. All of you roll initiative.
Great.
Oh my god, I don't think I'm ready for this.
18.
18. Wow.
Of course, when it comes to combat, I roll terribly. That's an 8.
Okay.
Are we doing initiative? Okay.
Yes, we are doing initiative. Roll, please.
All right, let's go.
I don't happen to have time to quickly.
That is a 17, sir.
I'm back.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, there are totem creatures coming towards you.
I wouldn't happen to have time to just
19.
down like a can of beans,
Okay,
right?
so everybody except Bizzy, it is your turn to do whatever you feel. It could be combat, could be something else. Who got the highest roll?
Tipper.
I rolled 19.
Okay, then what would you like to do? You see as in front of, there are these totem creatures made of multiple parts that are jumping towards him.
What are those things?
They have faces carved onto them.
What the fuck is that?
I don't like the look of them. Let's give them a flail.
Guys, I might need some help here.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm attacking with the flail.
Okay, I'd say that you would need to move closer to do that first.
Okay, let's get closer then.
Okay.
Am I able to attack or no? I have to wait my turn, do I?
No. The others would approach first before you.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Thanks.
Okay, so you run forward, and you're now with I want you to do your attack, I guess.
All right.
Roll for hit.
5.
That misses.
That misses. So you attempt to flail one of the totems that is approaching, but it does not connect. Next up is either going to be Karl or I haven't been keeping track.
Okay, I'll check the initiative rolls again.
Thank you.
It goes me.
I got a 17.
Karl. Yeah, it goes me before Karl because I got 18.
Go ahead then.
Okay, I would like to pull out my shotgun.
Right.
Inbound fire play again into the bullets and shoot one of the totems.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so go ahead and roll
Hit DC?
Yeah, the hit DC.
I get an 18.
Okay. And that's a hit. Damage?
Damage? Let's see what I get. 8.
Yeah, so you fire your fiery bullets at one of these totems. It does not catch fire. You do see the bullet holes, but it doesn't feel like it's had any effect. In fact, this has only enraged this particular totem. It is now traveling far towards you at an even faster pace.
Fuck.
Karl, go ahead.
I'm gonna shoot him, but before I do, I want to. Am I allowed to do a shoot and an intimidation at the same time?
No.
Oh, okay. Righto. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Which one would you like to shoot?
So we have one.
There's 4 of these, I would say. 1 for each person.
Everyone gets a kill. Everyone gets a kill.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the one that's the closest to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your hit DC gonna be? Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's a 7.
That misses. Okay. It is now the totem's turn. One of them is enraged, the others are just coming closer. So what happens is, Karl and Tipper, all 3 of you, the totems come close enough and they slam down and bury your foot into the ground. It's painful. I want each of you to take 2 points of damage.
Okay, is it possible for me to do a counterspell?
What's your counterspell?
I would like to summon a mage hand.
Okay, how do you do that?
Mage hand?
I just summon mage hand and slap the totem.
Well, you need to do a roll for it, right? No?
There's no hit DC.
No roll. Okay, so you attempt to perform this, but it's unsuccessful. The totem is immovable by the mage hand.
No, I'm not trying to move it, I'm trying to slap it.
It's immovable, so it has no effect.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so Bizzy,
Yes.
I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw. No, wisdom check, sorry. Wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Mhm,
Okay.
yes.
Curious.
A change.
A change. Fuck! 4.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you see that all 3 of your companions, one of each of their feet has been buried into the ground by these totems. They're holding them in place, and you see another one coming for you. What do you do?
Quickly asking, are all these totems made out of wood?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
So if I lit them all on fire, it's
That's
a
what I tried to
guaranteed
do.
hit.
Yeah, the problem is that tried to do that with his fiery bullets and it didn't have any effect.
Oh. Wait, what was his roll again on that one? That was
18 and 8.
He got a really good hit and a lot of damage, but it didn't catch on fire.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. If I were to do thunderclap on everyone, would that dislodge them? Or would that
No,
just damage
and you wouldn't
them?
be able to do
Okay.
that. You would only be able to thunderclap a specific entity.
Okay. Just wanted to double check that.
Mhm.
Oh God, in that case, I really don't have any other choice. I have to do Burning Hands,
Okay.
which is a dexterity
All right.
12.
If you want, do it.
15.
Okay, that hits. What's your damage?
Let me roll that. 7.
Okay. And who are you what are you firing at? The one closest to you?
Yeah, the totem closest to me.
Okay, so you do this, and just like with, it doesn't seem to have any effect in terms of the fire. And before anyone else can have their turn, this totem also comes over to you and slams your foot into the ground. You will take 2 points of damage.
Oh, fuck. So, it doesn't just take any damage at all?
No, it's not taking any damage.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
So, all 4 of you have been pinned in place by these totems that are they've pushed your feet into the sand. It's very painful. You cannot remove your foot from underneath. And now you see that the dancing monkeys in the distance, they have stopped. They've noticed you, and they're now beginning to walk towards you. However, as they do, they've also picked up spears off the ground.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Someone have a good idea on what to do about this situation?
I think I might
have an idea.
some ideas. And it involves the fucking sun.
Bladed nunchucks. I got an idea. I'm gonna pull out the bloody nunchucks.
Okay.
It seems that we've all gotten a different idea on what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I want all of you to roll, wisdom checks again.
Wisdom, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a
15.
16, sir.
Good.
I got
14.
15.
Mm-hmm. So you got a 10,
No, I got 15.
15, okay. Bizzy, what about you? Wisdom check.
That is a... Oh, that's an 8.
Okay, so, everyone except Bizzy. As these monkeys approach, you realize that maybe it probably wasn't the best idea to attack these totems. It doesn't seem like they're trying to kill you. It's more like they're making sure who they're dealing with before they do anything else. So the monkeys get close enough to just stare you down, and they have these spears out, and they're just looking into your eyes, trying to gauge. And as they do this, you hear them speak in a language that you don't understand. Well, actually, everybody tell me your languages.
I got common, draconic,
Common and thieves can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's my language. Oh, right, I'm not included. I rolled so fucking low.
Yeah, you're not included. Tipper, you.
Ah!
Common sign language, Elvish.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. So, none of you are able to understand what these monkeys are saying. But as they approach and they look at Karl specifically, and they speak amongst each other, and they make a motion towards the other side of the beach. And you see as Karl is dragged away from the group by the totem, which is sliding along the sand. He is just being pulled along by his foot away from the three of you. There are monkeys following him.
No.
Karl!
Oh no! Karl!
The rest of them look at you curiously.
I am struggling to get my foot out of its place, but obviously failed.
Do these monkeys understand common?
At the moment you don't know that yet.
Okay, I would like to speak common to see if they can understand.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I would like to say, I'm only here for the food that's on one of your trees. Is it alright for me to climb one of your trees to get the food?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion? That's the first time I'm rolling persuasion.
Can I use the blade nunchucks?
Wow, you got a 19.
First roll too.
So now that you've done this, the monkeys, they sort of let up for you specifically, and they point in the other direction, and now you're being pulled by this totem along the beach in the direction of the tree. It's painful. It's painful being dragged, but at least you're going towards the thing you want.
Thank you. While I'm getting dragged, I would like to take a bow of appreciation.
Yep.
A 5-degree bow.
Can I somehow pull my leg out with the nunchucks?
With the nunchucks. Go ahead and try.
I don't have an.
Then strength.
It doesn't allow me to
strength,
attack with him.
Mm-hmm.
18.
You pull out the nunchucks and you slide them under. Well, you try to slide them under your foot, but you don't seem to be able to reach that far. And as you're attempting to do this, you feel two of the monkeys, one hand from each, grab the nunchuck and wrestle it away from you.
No.
And they're inspecting the nunchucks. They're looking at them, and they start using them, sort of like trying to figure out, like, oh, what is this? What does it do?
Give me that back.
Now, the two of you, Bizzy and Tipper. Bizzy is in much more of a feeling much more threatened than Tipper could be. One of the monkeys is approaching, and they are wearing some kind of cloth that has been fashioned into a hood. They come closer, and they lift off the hood. You see that their fur is a little longer than the rest of the monkeys, and it also has like some sort of flowing quality to it. And she says, "What are colonists like you doing in this beach?"
Colonists? I say.
Yes. We are sick of your kind. We don't want to see anybody trying to claim our land.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. I'm not here for anyone's fucking land. Now give me back my fucking friends, or let me go, or so help me. I'm just basically going off on a tirade. I'm just angry.
She speaks in her indigenous language and pointing in another direction, and now the totem is pulling you away.
No.
God fucking damn it!
Busy. It's just sliding. So Tipper, you are the only one that has not been moved. The monkey with the hood. She approaches you again, and she's a lot closer to you now. And she goes, "What can you offer in order to get your friends back?
I'm just sitting there staring, not sure what to do.
I am not going to allow people like you taking our land. This is sacred ground. This is where we were raised. We're not going to have anybody coming in here and ruining the traditions that we have set up. You got anything to say, Tipper?
Thinking, I'm sorry.
Okay. Would you like to do a roll for it, then?
What would you want me to do?
Ooh.
You've trapped me, and you've sent my friends away.
I'm not that far away, Tipper. I'm just right here.
No, you are pretty far away.
And we weren't warned about this at all.
It's not really required to have warnings because it's not like you'll listen. What I want...
I would have listened.
Same
You would.
here. I just came for food.
Whatever you're saying, nobody is hearing apart from the ones that are next to you, but they're not paying attention.
So please tell me, what would I do in a situation like this?
Well, obviously you wouldn't try to colonize our land. You would respect our boundaries and you would leave us alone.
We were just a group of people. We're not colonizers.
You came here...
We're just travelers.
Well, some travelers you are coming here with weapons and trying to kill the wildlife.
The whole place around this world is dangerous, and we couldn't trust ourselves to not bring weapons with us, okay?
Roll persuasion.
We weren't trusted.
Roll persuasion.
With that. 10.
She looks at you a little closer. She's still not fully convinced. She goes, yes, of course, every other place is dangerous, but not this place. Well, we try not to be, at least. We can be dangerous against people that are threatening our livelihoods.
I'm sure we didn't come here to threaten you and your community.
What did you come here to do, then?
We came here for a special task which has nothing to do with here. We were just going to pass by.
Tipper, I want you to roll history. Before you say anything else, I want you to roll history.
18.
You remember that the novelist back in the nightclub told you about this Capuchin clan. He didn't say who was a member of it, but he said that they were struggling for power in terms of wanting things to be done in a traditional way. And that seems to line up very closely with what these monkeys are talking about. Maybe they're the correct clan.
Wait, are you that clan that we were told about?
Which clan are you referring to? Clans is a dirty word.
We were told about a certain group. I don't remember the bloody name, by the way.
I said Capuchin clan.
What was it? Capuchin?
So you do know about us. Interesting. Go on.
We were told.
Why were you told about us?
And we were told that you were lacking, how do we say it? Power?
Yes, that is an understatement.
And we came here to help fix it.
Oh. Huh. Roll persuasion again.
I like to scream in the background saying, it's my fault for attacking this impulse. It was an impulsive reaction.
She looks towards and seems put off by him. But she is starting to maybe trust you a little bit more. You feel that the totem that was pinning you down to the ground slides off your foot, and you are now free.
I understand.
I certainly don't trust, or we certainly don't trust, these 3 other compatriots of yours. Any one of them could be colonists. We cannot allow them in our boundaries. You cannot hear her.
I would like to scream out saying, I can feel your intention. I don't feel like I can
you
colonize
don't do
stuff
that.
on my
You
own.
don't do that. You haven't been able to hear anything that's been happening.
Can someone, like, hear my muffled screeching? Like, very distant muffled screeching?
They can hear yours. Yeah, they can hear everybody yelling and, like, let me go, or whatever. But, yeah. Okay, Tipper, what are you gonna do?
I'm sure it's hard to understand, but we'll do it your way. I'm sure we can get them to understand with you.
It's worth a try. I mean, you do have a lot of things in your possession that you could possibly try to hurt us with, but seems you've learned your lesson.
I don't want to do any harm to you, nor your totems, or your monkey friends.
Okay. Well, let's go and pay your other friends a visit. I won't even bother with that man over there. He's definitely a colonist, but let's have a look at the others.
Karl?
Whatever you call him. Not even worth it.
I wouldn't say he's a colonist.
The monkeys they're not listening. The monkeys now begin to walk towards Bizzy. And Tipper is following.
I've stopped screeching at this point. I'm just glaring at everyone now.
Yeah, you see all of them move along. And also, to the people, not you, Bizzy, but to everybody else, you see that the person on the throne is still on the throne. They haven't moved.
Am I near this person?
You are near this person, but they're not facing you. But you can see their arms on the throne. So now, yeah, these monkeys, they bring you closer to Bizzy, and the one in the hood looks up at her, and she goes, "This poor soul has definitely seen better days, must have fallen to the dark forces of this world." You're agreeing with her?
Look,
great.
I can tell you Bizzy here is not harmful in a way.
Are you going to respond to this, Bizzy? Because you can hear them now.
If by dark forces you mean toxic sludge in some godforsaken sewer, then yes! I've fallen in! But if we're talking about the slow grip of insanity that's slowly coming over me right now, then no. I'm somehow still sane in all this.
Well, honestly, this is just a very unfortunate series of events that I am being forced to oversee. So far, I've only been able to trust one of you.
Look, what will get me out of this not so wooden totem thing?
What have you come here for? What do you want?
What do I want? I want to do whatever oh, God. Look, I'm just here on some mission with some buddies of mine, and all of a sudden, we got approached upon. We don't know what the hell's going on, so what else do? We draw our weapons, because what else are we supposed to do? Get attacked? Die? Fucking all of a sudden someone gets dragged away, and then another person gets dragged away, then I'm dragged away, and just... Look, can you just please help me out here?
What mission are you on, exactly?
Look, we were just told to come here, and whatever details... Look, we were just told to come here. We weren't informed about anything or anyone else here.
She looks over to Tipper, now starting to question him, because he seems to have a different alibi to Bizzy.
Yeah, we were forced to come here.
Forced? That is an interesting excuse. Who forced you to come here?
Some guy called the Novelist.
I'm going to roll history for this person. I've never heard of this man. I'll tell you what, he doesn't sound exactly like the friendliest person either. Writing books about us, maybe? Lying behind our backs? Not telling our story?
He's an author, apparently. Look,
yes.
Don't get him.
So guess what that means? That means that he's writing probably some hit pieces about us. I don't even know. Not that it concerns me in any way.
lady, pal, whatever. We're not here to uproot whatever you've got going on here. We were just sent here, alright? If we wanted to uproot whatever was going on, we'd talk to your buddy up there on the throne.
Release her. The totem slides off your foot.
I'm still trying to pry my foot off at this time, so I just fall.
Yeah. And like you land upside down and your horns are in the sand. You're just like
it's gonna take a while
upside down.
Thanks.
Now the monkeys begin to move towards and you'll notice that is actually being treated rather well, even though his foot is stuck underneath the totem. He is being fed exactly what he wished for, coconuts.
Ooh. Yeah,
okay, one of the fresh spoiled prince of what why is he getting coconuts?
I need healing.
Oh
and
yeah, that's a good thing. Roll medicine.
Medicine.
Well,
yes.
He seems to be behaving.
11.
He seems to be in better health than both of us.
Yeah, heal 3 points.
3 points of health. Oh, that feels much better. Thank you for your hospitality.
Okay, and now you see as the hooded monkey comes over, and she doesn't even like question anything at this point. She just waves a hand and the totem slides off his foot as well.
Oh, thank you, kind madam.
I'm Bizzy's just gobsmacked.
Yeah. Right.
Alright, well, how are we gonna deal with him?
Oh.
I point over to where Karl is.
There's no chance I'm freeing him, not with the current information I have on all of you.
My eye twitches. You might want to reconsider that.
I think that all of you need to talk to our elder. I'm sure his opinion will be enlightening in this situation.
Enlightening enough to tell us why Brenda's still locked up.
Oh, yes, that will. That might be sorted, or it's not up to me at this point.
So we're gonna go over, I guess?
Yeah, let's go over.
Yeah, the monkeys lead you back towards the throne, and as they approach, they perform this form of bow where they get down and they put their arms behind their thighs and then lower their front bodies down towards this elder. The elder looks very similar to all the others. However, he is wearing a crown of some rather spiky looking leaves and vines. And he's also wearing a cloth, only this one is fashioned into more of a robe, and it has this green color, whereas the lady was more of a dark purpley color.
Okay, I would like to do the exact same bow as they did.
Yep.
And then I would like to get on my hands and knees and like to apologize to this elder and say, I'm sorry for harming your totem, your great totem, kind sir. I have an offering.
He's looking now at Bizzy.
I don't do anything. I just look at him. I do a small like head tilt, like just like out of basic respect, just like
yeah. And then he now looks at Tipper.
I drop my head down a little bit.
Okay. He calls out in his native tongue, and 4 of the monkeys rush over and they pull his throne up off the ground. He seems a bit heavy. They're pulling him closer to the 3 of you, and eventually the throne is set down. It seemed a very, like, unnecessary movement, considering how little distance he moved. And he goes, "Welcome, travelers. I would like to introduce you to our society here."
It's great to be introduced to you people. You people. I take a bow, and I'd like to show you my offering for repairing your totems. I pull out my plank in both my hands to show it's not a weapon of some sorts, it's a type of item.
He ignores you.
Oh.
He instead continues his speech. My name is Kanek. I'm sorry about the confusion that resulted from all of you coming here. We are a very underprivileged group of people, of monkeys, and we must do everything we can to protect this delicate ecosystem. I hope that the guardians did not harm you too much.
Kind of. But we're okay.
Hey, you made it to the halfway point of this episode. It will continue shortly, but we'd like to let you know that this is our very first proper experience with Dungeons & Dragons, and it took a lot of work for us to create this homebrewed campaign from scratch. We had no sense of how good interp'd reality could be for the longest time, so if you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, consider giving us a like and sharing this episode with your friends. You never know who will want to join in on the adventure. That's all for the mid-rolls, so let's get back into the action.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have any, say on our friend that's, not here, where he should be?
He looks in the direction of Karl, off in the distance, and it's more like an interrogation with what the monkeys are doing to him. They've got him at the stake. They've got him at the stake, and they're basically just talking in their native language, and he can't understand a thing. He's just wrestling around. And again, Kanek doesn't seem to care. He just sees this as par for the course, and he goes, I have heard that you three are interested in assisting us.
Indeed.
Yes.
Make that 4. 4 of us are interested in assisting. I point in the general direction of Karl.
You've been, signposting at him, do something about this, just waving your arm frantically at Karl. Yes, we do indeed have something that we would like help of outsiders with. It is something that I wish we could solve on our own, but we have been unable, unsuccessful, and we have lost many of our fellow monkeys.
What is it that you need solving, sir?
He once again speaks in his native tongue. The 4 monkeys that were beside his throne now pick him up again, and they turn him 90 degrees, so he's looking out into the ocean.
I get the visual of that. It's so fucking funny.
Out there, our sun, our precious sun, has been obscured by an unholy shrine. You can see it, don't you? You look out, and now that you're closer, you do seem to make out some kind of monolith, or it's a structure that's quite far away. It's tall, and it's basically covering the sun in a sort of pillar fashion, only letting a bit of the top of the sun peek out.
Yes, we do see that.
That
to a degree.
Alright. It's strange looking.
We came here, and the world was kind to us initially, but as time has gone on, nothing but devastation, ruin, has emerged from that very object. We have sent many of our friends, but they have not returned. I don't know if this is anything that could be done to help us, but we are willing to try whatever is on our table. So, I would like to extend my offer to all of you. Go to that place with your colonist friend, and whatever you find there, you shall report back to us.
Okay,
Will do.
we'll do that.
Fine.
It's not like Bizzy. It's not like we have a choice anyway.
You think I don't know that?
The monkeys once again pick him up and turn him the reverse 90 degrees to return him to facing parallel along the beach.
I love that so much.
You spin me right round,
bitch. Well, I unfortunately must free your companion because without him, I doubt that you will be of any success. And
I roll my eyes at the sentiment.
Additionally, there are some tricks required to go out into the sea. We have not been able to return to where we came for a while now.
Indeed.
All right, go on, everyone.
You see one of them, the hooded monkey now goes towards Karl. She's walking at a very slow pace. It's going to take a while for her to get there.
Well, if this is an interrogation, I must say this is a terrible interrogation.
Release him. The totem slides off your foot and you are free.
Oh my. Excellent. My ankle is now free.
You're needed.
Great.
Come over here. They escort you, Karl, back to everyone else.
I interlock my fingers on my head, so like, yes, your majesty, what would you like?
Kennek doesn't acknowledge you. Again, he's only talking to the three that are in front of him.
Karl, we'll take it from here.
He reaches with his arms behind his back. You can see that he seems to be paralyzed from... Most of his body is paralyzed, giving reason for why he is unable to leave his throne. He pulls out some kind of tablet. It is it's engraved wood and sandstone. It appears to be very old. It's a rectangular tablet, and in its middle is some kind of screen that has been fashioned out of a dull but sparkly gemstone. And he holds it out and he goes, "This tablet of old is one of our most precious possessions. I would like the smallest of the three of you to come here and prove himself worthy."
Tipper,
okay.
Tipper, yep, you walk up, and he goes, "Touch the tablet, and we will see if it accepts you."
Okay. I put one finger on it.
You do so, and nothing really happens. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna lift your finger off or do something else?
I'll put my whole hand on it now.
As you slide your finger over to put your hand down, you see that you have left prints on the screen. It now has this like line that's been left behind your finger, and when you put your hand down, now your hand is on the screen. To Kennek,
interesting.
It seems like he's satisfied with this. And he goes, "Excellent. It appears that you have already bonded with it."
With it? Okay.
"You will need to use this in order to find the resources that you need to cross the sea."
Okay. I'll do what it says.
"Please be careful. If you destroy it, I cannot imagine what hell you will bring upon this earth."
I'll be as best careful as I can.
He lets go of the tablet, and you now have it. And once again, he is lifted, and now he has turned the opposite 90 degrees to face back where you came. Only he's looking towards some buildings that are on the coast. And he says, "Over there, you should be able to find the resources that you need to cross the sea. The tablet will show the way."
All right.
He doesn't do any more reacting, and The hooded monkey looks up at Kanek and then turns to you, and she goes, I think that you should do what he says. I think that's all he has to say.
Alright. Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Now that you are in possession of the tablet, the monkeys have seemed to put down their spears. They're now just following you, curious, trying to figure out what you're going to do with it. You walk in the direction that they pointed you in, and you see that you have come across some kind of, you know, the beach buildings, how they're made of this sort of white wood? You come across one of those, and it has a big door at its front that is, you don't see any way to get through. However, in the very middle of the door, there is some kind of wooden contraption that is innately carved, made of the same material as the tablet.
Hey, maybe this is one of the things we're looking for.
So, Tipper, what are you going to do?
Let's try to pick it up, I guess.
The wooden knob on the door is immovable. It's affixed between the two doors, like some kind of lock. You look down at the tablet and you see that the drawings that you left on it are gone.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Disappeared.
Seriously?
Tipper, I would like you to roll Arcana.
Not 20.
Nice. You observe the lock. You have a closer look at it, and you see that it seems to be some sort of turning mechanism with an inner lock that then is slid towards the center. So you know how to operate the lock, but you can't move it with your bare hands. So you probably have to use the tablet somehow.
Huh.
This is basically our first true puzzle. So, with that description of the lock, a turn and then a move towards the center, give me the letter of the alphabet that corresponds to that.
Okay. A curve from what to what?
There is a round curve and then a move towards the center.
I move toward the center.
E?
Tipper, what do you do?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
So the lock.
This is confusing.
It is, yeah, it is confusing. So the lock.
No. Okay, let me listen again.
The lock is shaped as if it was meant to turn almost a full circle and then move towards the center. What letter of the alphabet corresponds to that?
And then moved towards the center.
It could be E.
No.
Maybe?
It just depends. Are we doing lowercase or uppercase?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does matter. It actually does matter.
Try a capital G, see if that works.
So far, people have been saying E and G. So what would you like to try?
Trying to solve the riddle.
This isn't technically a riddle. I'm bad at riddles, so...
It feels like one.
Can I do an intelligence check to see if it's lowercase or capital?
This would be wisdom, but yes, go ahead.
Can I also do a wisdom check just to see, like, is it the first half of the...
Okay, so Karl, you know it is
towards the center.
You know it is a capital letter.
So yes, it is G. It's G then.
I knew it.
That makes perfect sense now. All right, we'll do capital G then.
Okay, you draw a G on the tablet, and you see as the lock turns in the almost full circle, and then a piece of it slides in the middle. And just like that, the door unlocks and opens it doesn't open itself. There is a lot. It's like it attempts to, but there is a lot of sand beneath it, so it's stopped.
Oh.
But you can see inside. It's just very dark.
Anybody got a light?
I
take out my...
Actually...
cast firefly in one of my hands and one of my fingers to cast a little flame to torch the way.
Okay.
Can I take out my Staff of Radiosity to use as a torch?
Absolutely.
Can I use a match as well?
Yeah, all of you pull out various different means to light the way, but Bizzy's...
But not me, though. I'm still holding the tablet.
Yeah, Bizzy's Staff of Radiosity it does all the heavy lifting. She is able to use its innate power of light to illuminate this entire room. You aren't able to squeeze the chrome ball through the gap in the door, but you can see that inside there is a whole stack of boating supplies. You can see some canoes and oars, life preservers, oxygen tanks, wetsuits, paddleboards, and some speedboats even.
I don't think any of this will fit me.
Oh, we could shrink something, I suppose. I can't go in there with this big thing, though.
As you lean on the doors to try and get closer, you see that they do indeed move inwards. It's just that there's a lot of sand underneath. That's why they were stopped. You need to actually physically push on the doors to open them.
Yeah. Push.
Go, guys! Freaking push on the door!
Bloody... Alright, gentlemen.
I can't push it because I'm holding a tablet,
you can use one hand. It's fine.
Alright, guys, let's use your legs. Remember, lift with your legs, not with your back.
Okay, everybody roll strength.
Strength check.
Yes.
I get a nat 1.
Ah, 2.
I got an 8.
Right.
I got 19.
Wow.
I get a crit fail. Great.
Okay, Tipper, what strength did you get?
4.
Oh, wow. Okay, so all of you are really struggling to push open this door, except Bizzy. Bizzy, somehow, I guess with her current form, is able to easily push open one of these doors. At least that is enough to let you get in. The door's pretty large, so there'll be plenty of space to get stuff out.
I'm gonna guess that my strength went poorly because the tablet is really heavy.
No, the tablet is actually pretty light. I think it's just the fact that you're small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighter, though, that's...
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's good with weapons, but not so much with his fists.
We can go in now, right?
Yes, you can.
I guess the reason why I got a natural 1 is because D&D dice rolling.
The sunset is illuminating this half of the inside of this boating supply room, and the other half is lit by Bizzy's Staff of Radiosity. I want you all to roll perception.
Perception, okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's the wrong thing. Shit.
13.
Okay.
What was the check again?
Perception.
Perception, because I was about to do something else entirely.
Fuck. I rolled persuasion instead of perception.
What?
20. That is a dirty 20.
Whoa, that's great.
Ooh.
Tipper, what'd you get?
What do you see?
Perception! Oh my goodness, roll perception, please!
I rolled persuasion on accident. Roll perception.
Why is it so hard?
Do I have to roll it?
Yes! Roll perception! Come on!
I didn't hear you the first time. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It didn't pick up.
Oh, damn you,
Okay,
Discord.
I rolled a 9.
9,
There you go.
okay. So,
Sheesh.
everyone except, is sort of like a bit upset, more so upset the fact that he couldn't open this damn, like, garage or something. You look around and you see that there are a number of things around here. There's canoes and oars. There's life preservers, although they look like they're made out of a weird texture. You see some first aid kits hung up on the wall. There's some metal panels also leaned against the wall. Of course, the oxygen tanks and wetsuits, the paddle boards. Next to the first aid kits are some painkillers. And then you see some speedboats. However, they seem to be gutted for parts. However, Bizzy, with your 20, you notice that some of the supplies have been backed up against a wall in a very haphazard way. As if there's something behind there that it's trying to hide from you.
I make my way over there then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow Bizzy.
Okay.
I sense
I wanna-
pills. I would
wait.
like to go to pills.
Okay, yep.
I want to take a look at the metal panels.
Right.
Make sure you check the expiration date on those pills.
So, we'll start with Tipper. These metal panels, when you looked out at the ocean, you saw that it wasn't exactly fresh water. And you feel that the reason that you have been brought to this particular building is that it's not safe to go out into the ocean with just a regular vessel. These metal panels could be used to make a boat or whatever resistant to the forces that be in the ocean. As for you, you find these painkillers. These are special painkillers. When consumed, they will allow you to fight with advantage when at 50% health or lower. However, your increased proficiency will cause enemies to attack you more.
Ooh.
So it is a tool of desperation.
Desperate attempt if my friends die. Or if they're close to dying and I have enough health to tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose I will add that to your inventory.
Yes, indeed you do.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
So, Bizzy, you walk over to all these supplies that have been stacked against a wall. What do?
I see if I can move some.
Yep, you move them, and as you do, everyone helps out. Eventually, you discover that there is a hidden door here, and there's another one of these wooden locks.
Hang on, as, like, just in the middle, like, while we're all piling some, I'm just like, Karl, be a sweetheart, hold this life jacket for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Right, I got it. How heavy is it, by the way?
It's just a regular life jacket. I'm actually going to add life jackets to the supplies. I didn't do that. I didn't put life jackets in this place. They've got to be there.
Quick question: who got inspiration?
That would be, I believe, Bizzy and Karl have inspiration right now. Oh, right, I didn't give it out.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, so I have to give out 2 sets of inspiration. Okay, so everybody that doesn't have inspiration, have it now. You all have inspiration. How about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had one in a long time since that raft.
Tipper, here's another one of these puzzles, and I want you to pay attention.
Yep.
The method of opening this lock requires 2 loops to be drawn, as well as 2 small little lines. Which symbol is responsible for doing this? Which common written symbol does this?
2 loops.
2 loops and 2 lines.
Loops being circles.
I didn't specify circles, so they're... How about you roll wisdom?
Okay.
I'll add inspiration to that.
Okay.
Hey.
10.
All right, roll your inspiration, Karl.
That is a D4, correct?
D4 plus 2.
Okay. That is a 2, and plus 2, that would
14.
be 4.
Right. Tipper, looking at this, the way that this lock is moved, you believe that this symbol, the 2 loops, are not actually circles. They're more sort of teardrop shaped. The top loop is pointing down, the tip of the top loop is pointing down, and the tip of the bottom loop is pointing up, and they are connected by their tips, and the lines are coming out of the bottom right corner. What written symbol corresponds to that? It's not a letter, it's not a number.
Oh.
Symbol. Are we allowed to help him out with that?
Yes.
Yay.
So
okay, I thought it was another letter again.
No, it's not a letter. It's a symbol.
Symbol?
A symbol that's used in writing.
Would it be the and symbol?
Yeah, I think it's that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be the and symbol.
I think it's the and symbol.
Are these headlines straight?
No, they are angled.
Right, hold on then. Let's read it out again.
Yeah, it's the and symbol.
This lock requires 2 loops to be drawn and 2 little lines.
Yeah, and everyone is saying the and symbol.
Actually, hold on. Could it be the at symbol? Could it be...
No!
It's literally
the
just
at symbol!
The at and the and symbol are two different symbols.
Yeah.
Which one's the and symbol?
The ampersand. You know what the ampersand is?
On
No?
your keyboard, do you see where the number 7 is?
Hold shift and press 7.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you were referring to the one that's on 2.
No, that's the at symbol. Oh my
at.
goodness.
That's the at.
Oh no, my puzzles suck.
A in a loop. That is
Right.
at.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna
we'll go
draw
with
it.
that then.
Okay, so
Jeez.
you write the ampersand on the tablet. You watch as a free piece on the lock moves makes that exact motion, and then also does a slight turn, and then the piece stops at the top. I believe there was one free piece that moved back and forth and then stopped at the top. Now you feel that this door gives way.
Huh.
As the door opens, you see that it's a lot darker in this particular area. It seems to be some kind of hallway that is shaped in like a square. The ceiling, the walls, and the floor are all the same width. And it makes an uncanny angled turn towards the right.
Seeing all this darkness makes me uncomfortable. Where's someone's light?
Bizzy has a really
uncanny.
strong light that she's holding right now.
I poked
Okay.
the staff through the doorway then.
I'm gonna drop the life jacket.
Right, in shock. In shock.
No, I'm just gonna throw them away.
Right.
Just like,
I think
yoink.
it's funny if it's in shock.
Not even worth it. Okay, so as you look down into this passage, you see that the walls are all made of this featureless, rock-like concrete that also has the pattern of bricks, and it just seems to move down this path going in an indeterminate direction. But based on the way that you came into this building, it would probably be going further into the cliffs. So you would be going underground in some respect.
By perchance, is it made out of cement?
No.
Oh.
No, we passed that. We have passed that. That joke is done.
I'm kidding.
As you are standing there, the hooded monkey approaches, and she says, "I put a lock on this door for a reason. There is witchcraft inside this place. Although, given that you are all well-equipped and you are not from our civilization, perhaps you could go down there and brave whatever horrors you might face."
I'm down.
Right, yes. I'm all for that, but first, I'm going to eat some Heinz beans.
Can it not be Heinz beans?
Can it be something that we cannot have to like do copyright or something? Come on.
Can I eat my potato chips?
I'm
please?
going to... I'm going to-
scribble over it with Sharpie or whatever to make it something else.
Mine's beans. Mine's beans.
Beans.
It's mine and beans.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, you
She's
wanna
confused.
you wanna heal yourself a little from that?
Yes, because I've
Let's
got 5 health.
just do what? 5 health. You're on 7.
No, I got hit with that thing and I got
Oh
taken
yeah.
down the
Okay.
block.
So
I would
yeah.
also just like to pop open a can of beans as well. Undisclosed beans.
Consume another rations, and I'll give you 3 points of health.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Can I do the same
consume
thing,
2
please?
packets of chips, please.
Yes. I'll say that gets rid of your packets. You'll also heal 3 points of health.
Do I heal 3 points of health?
Yes.
Can I also eat like an undisclosed brand of beans?
Where is
attack?
where is that? Oh yeah, you have
Grandmother's
rations too.
Rations,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so you also heal 3. So everybody needs to subtract 1 from their quantity, except him, because you only have 1, so you need to trash it.
Yay.
Can I also?
Do you have anything that you can eat, Tipper? Let's have a look.
I've got 10 rations.
Yep, you've got rations. Okay, so you can consume 1 of them and heal 3.
I just pull out this container of voxel stew.
Oh, you like it's just cubes in a bowl.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And like
That's really
somehow
funny.
you're able to eat it, and it like as you do, it sounds like really obnoxious crunchy noises, like you're breaking your teeth or something.
It's just glass shattering. It's like
Anyway,
Brilliant.
so now that you have all healed and you've eaten your rations,
How much do I restore?
3 health. You all
Okay.
begin to move into this passage. It turns and twists randomly, but always retains these square dimensions. It seems very it was definitely built, not naturally formed. As you get further in, Bizzy's Staff of Radiosity, the light it's shining, reveals that they're in the middle of a long stretch of hallway. There is suddenly no floor. All you see beneath it is a black void. And to that effect, the walls nearby also stop randomly and reveal a black void of their own. However, this gap that has been created by this void is supplemented with a small ceiling light that is immediately in the middle of it at the top. And it has a little gap above the top of it. And it's one of those ceiling lights that is sort of a dome shape, an inverse dome. So probably you could use it as a swinging point.
Oh, we could just build a bridge.
Whatever you
I
want.
don't like the look of this.
Okay, guys, I have an idea. Let's build a bridge.
What are you going to build a
This
bridge
is-
out of, though?
This is really freaking me out.
I would like to.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's roll for you. Oh, what will we do for this? How about in intelligence?
For a bridge.
Yep.
Alright, fine. 14.
You look over and you see that it's probably going to be extremely difficult to build a bridge across this gap. The problem that you have is that this is a very tight, narrow passage. Or even one of you trying to stand on a bridge in this area would probably just break it and plummet to your supposed eternal torment in a black void. Yeah, so the bridge idea is not going to work.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, dang it.
What about platform?
bollocks.
How about a massive, sturdy platform?
Where are you going to pull that from?
Okay, hold on.
Make it out of the force duplicating wooden plank.
You can't, though. Like, it's not sturdy. Sorry, Tipper, go ahead.
Are we okay to drop a torch down there?
Actually, better idea. I'm going to light one of the planks.
That's what I was going to do!
Okay.
Whatever.
I put my staff away.
Really? Oh, okay. Yep. So you just want to look at the light?
Yeah,
All right.
I put my staff away so we can look at the, like, yeah.
So, you take one of these wooden planks, of which just has so many of, and you light it on fire and just drop it into the void, and you watch as this fire gets smaller and smaller. It continues getting smaller, just continuing to fall down. You soon can only make it out as a dot, and then it suddenly disappears. You hear no noise, nothing.
Well, if you fail, you stay down there forever.
Well, we're definitely not going down there.
Okay, well, consider how high up is this inverted bowl light?
So the ceiling, I'd say, is as you are standing up, your horns are barely missing the ceiling.
Okay, so around 9 feet.
Are you
5 inches?
You're 9. I don't think you're 9 feet. You're not that tall.
I'm 8'11". My horns add like 5 inches to my height.
Right, yeah, okay.
So in total, with my horns, I'm 9'4".
Yeah. So it's
Meaning
just
the
tall.
way-
The passage is just tall enough to fit.
Just tall enough.
I don't think
Yeah.
we're getting anywhere from just standing here and trying out things.
Yes.
Everybody, I want you to roll. Let's go with Yeah, another intelligence roll. Let's go intelligence again.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I get 9.
I get a 14.
In Milligans. What is my
intelligence?
My Milligans. Oh, that's a 7.
Can I not get such crummy rolls?
Okay, so I believe Karl got the best roll then, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
So, looking in your inventory, you don't seem to have any tools that would be required for such a jump. What you know that needs to be done is that you need to find some kind of sturdy tool that can be hung on the ceiling light and then used to swing across like Tarzan.
Ah, we're going to do an Indiana Jones, are we? Okay.
Okay, who wants to fashion a rope out of wooden planks?
Not
What?
making a bloody rope.
You can't do that.
So, is the ground that we're standing on, is it like... Does it have like a grass patch? Or
No,
is
it is
sand or...
completely like brick, rock, concrete combo. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's very featureless.
Is there like a brick that's like actually no, that wouldn't work.
It's so packed together that you can only barely feel the gap between the bricks. You wouldn't be able to clip anything onto it. However, the ledge that drops off the side of Into the Void is infinitely thin. So you could actually attach something there.
Give me one of your planks. I have an idea.
How many do you want? I got like 2,000.
One. Well, how many? How many?
He's 100.
You just like throw them towards him and most of them just fall down the void.
So I just gently hand him 100 planks.
You can't do that. There's too many.
And then he just hands me those things, and I just fall on the I just fall on the ground. I quickly stand up. I'm like, okay. Anyone got rope by perchance?
Let me double check. Let me
we
double
could
check.
use the ropes I have on me.
I'm afraid I've used up all of my rope.
Yeah, I've used up my rope as well. Sorry,
my
man.
robes.
Really? None of you have rope?
My rope was irradiated.
Is it still irradiated?
I dropped it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It got dropped.
Okay, give me one of your ropes. I have an idea.
Well, for it to be rope material, you need both of them.
Okay, then give me the bloody ropes then.
Not ropes.
They're robes, but you could tie them together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me your bloody robes. Give it. Just bloody give it.
There you go. Here's both of them.
We should have checked for ropes back upstairs.
Okay.
What
I'm going to do is I'm gonna jam one of the planks in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tie the robes onto the plank.
Okay.
And so how far is it? Am I able to try and do an athletics and just try to sprint and jump across?
It is definitely too far for you to be able to just jump, especially with the height of the ceiling. I want you to roll athletics to see if you can even get the thing onto the ceiling light.
Okay.
Plus one, clearing that massive gap be acrobatics.
I got an 11, by the way, so.
What are we rolling?
You throw these tied robes towards the ceiling light, and as you get it over, it tugs on you, and you almost slip off, but the others are quick to hold you in place. The robes are definitely fixed to the light now, but yes, swinging across will require acrobatics. That is correct.
Yes, I knew it.
I'll go first. I'll go first then.
Who has Mage Hand?
Me. I have Mage Hand.
You might need to use it.
Alright. Well, it doesn't have a hit DC.
Well, not yet.
But it does have a duration of 1 minute.
Yeah, not yet. Only when necessary. Oh wait, duration of 1 minute. Yeah, you could totally do this.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, so now you all see this reddish translucent hand appear.
Yeah.
Right.
Mage Hand, help them get across.
I'm going to do totally not copyrighted Indiana Jones theme music happens. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna try and swing across the gap.
Okay, roll acrobatics.
Someone give me give me inspiration. How about
I'll
that?
give you inspiration.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh wait, no. Karl, no, who's doing it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I mean,
Okay.
oh, okay.
Prepare the D4.
Oh fuck! It's a 6. Please get a 4.
Yep, I got it. Oh, nat 4 plus 2.
12. Nice.
12.
You again. The robes feel like they're like when you reach the other side, you only barely have enough surface contact with your feet to be able to pull yourself up, but you make it.
Bally ho, lads. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Right, it's good.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Okay. Who's next?
All right. Let's do Tipper.
All right.
Don't
Well,
worry, my
roll
mage hand will help
acrobatics,
you.
Tipper. Don't worry. He's got mage hand. You'll be fine.
Yes, I'll just.
I see the eyes down there. Oh god.
Wait, what? Eyes?
Be alright, man.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Okay, so
Inspiration?
who's gonna use inspiration this time?
I'll give you inspiration. I'll give you inspiration.
Alright, it doesn't matter what it is, but he'll pass if he gets the inspiration.
I'll get him inspiration.
Yeah.
That's a D4 plus
2.
2, 3. So
Yeah,
that's
a 12. Again, he experiences the very same thing that Karl went through, just barely getting enough space with his feet, but he makes it. Now
it's not the same without my feet being on the floor.
It's either going to be Bizzy or next.
It'll be me. I'll go next.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're more lighter.
Oh
My-
yeah, and also
my-
he's the only one with the mage hand, which might make things complicated.
Yes, and
Okay, let's get this party started.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Really?
Okay, don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
I'll be at the thing, and I'll hold
Does
my
anyone want
hand
to
out.
give me
basically.
inspiration?
What'd you
That's a
get?
9. That's a
Yeah, we
9.
need more inspiration over here.
I got one.
Do the D4, D4. Oh, these have been awful rolls.
2.
Plus 2 is 4,
So
that's
that's a-
13. Okay, so Bizzy, you make it across and you have a little bit more leg room, but you still felt close to falling back.
Oh shit! Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Nice.
Don't worry, guys.
We're
I'll
okay,
go,
we're
go,
on the
go.
other side.
Okay, now finally, your go.
All right, acrobatics,
Mm-hmm.
and I get the better roll, 17.
Nice.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's no trouble at all, especially with your mage hand, which is pushing you up as you swing across. You
No, I don't
easily.
even need my mage hand at this point. I don't even
just
need.
need
Oh,
to
you don't
hide.
even need it. Okay.
Yeah, look at my body weight. I just use my full body weight to get over.
Okay, well, sure. Yep, you make it over with no problem. And also, I want you to roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Mhm.
All right, but.
Is it a
17.
terrible?
You are able to recover your robes from the light.
Is it a terrible time to say that I'm afraid of heights?
Oh yeah.
I'm afraid
You made
of
it
heights
now?
as well.
Yes. Oh god.
You mentioned that now, Tipper. After all this time.
I do mention it now.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
All right. So all of you have made it to the other side, and looking down the next turn in the hallway, you see that it still has the same features as the rest of the hallway. It doesn't seem like anything has changed. However, at the very end of the current one, the stretch that you're looking down, there's a sign, and it is a white sign with a red border, a large red arrow pointing in the direction that you're going in. It looks like there should be text on it, but there's no text. It's just the arrow pointing.
Could this be a directional thing of some sort?
Well, I mean, you're already
Yeah.
going in that direction, so
is there any other direction to go?
no.
Let's make one.
Alright, well, let's go then.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna continue on like nothing happened. So all of you follow the arrow down. The hallway turns a bit more, it's very strange how it turns. Sometimes it's going up, sometimes it's going down. It doesn't turn in right angles. It goes like, sometimes it's acute, sometimes it's obtuse. But eventually you stumble your way into some really rusted room. Like, it's hard to tell what this place used to be because everything is in such a horrible condition. Bizzy, you would have put your light back on, right?
Yes, I re-pull out my...
as you hold it out and you're looking around, you see that I want you to roll, let's go with perception.
Perception. Okay.
Yeah.
Perception. 20.
Wow. Okay. You have seen places like this before. You would typically see some kind of vehicles being parked or worked on, maintained in such structures. Although at the moment where you are in the room, you don't see anything yet, but there definitely is some equipment around that would be for working on a vehicle. It's just incredibly rusted. You should probably go further into the room.
Oh, this is
I'm going to follow Bizzy, but I'm going to have my weapon drawn.
Okay. You get even further into this room and you finally see something that is out of place. A large red object. It's long, it's very, very big. At first you think this has got to be some kind of vehicle, but with the shape, it's hard to tell. Again, it's very rusted, but it just looks strange. It's got some kind of window that is very hard to see through at the back of it. There's a pretty obvious spoiler on the back of the object. And then when you move to the front, you can see that it's got some headlights that, again, covered in muck. But it's just weird. Like, there's no wheels. There's some kind of gap that goes from through the bottom of it. It's shaped in in a very angular way, and the back of it is especially weird because it doesn't seem to have any kind of exhaust. It just has 4 strange panels on its back that are circular. Now,
I don't like the look of this.
I want you to roll investigation now.
Wow, 19.
19 on your investigation. Wow, okay.
Why can't I get these rolls when I'm attacking shit?
So,
damn it!
Shining your staff of radiosity onto the surface of this object, you see that through the red and all the rust and muck that is on this on it, you can see what appears to be some kind of yellow spray paint that has been plastered over it. I'd like you to roll 4 d8s.
D8s,
yes. All right. Would anybody else like to do investigation as well?
Yes, please.
I'll do an investigation.
Okay, both of you do investigation then.
I get 9.
19.
Well,
sir.
Karl steals the show.
17. 4 d8s, that's a 17.
No, what are the individual numbers? That's what I needed to know.
Oh, fuck. I just did it all as a total.
Damn it.
No. Here we go. Wait. Yes, actually, hang on. Sorry, I misread that. The first one is a 6, the second one is a 3, the third one is a 1, and the fourth one is a 7. For a total of 17.
Right, I'm not concerned about the total, that's good. So, you look at the spray paint. The first message you see is a capital A with 2 dots drawn above it. That's weird. The third message, not the third message, the second message says, it's still 2007.
The fuck?
The third message says, if this is a mod, what am I? And the fourth message says, find the creator.
The fuck is all of this?
Now, Karl, looking at this vehicle closer, you really have to squint through the rust. You even brush it off with your fingers as you specifically look at the hood of the car. You see some lettering that isn't the yellow spray paint. You brush off the rust, and you clearly can make out 4 letters that are in a very distinct shape. A-S-M-O.
A-S-M-O. What does that mean?
Esmo.
Okay, I would like to try my investigation again.
You already did one, so you'll have to curse if you want to get another investigation.
Let's go.
All right,
You have to swear to do that.
Here we go.
And yes, it's better. I got 13.
13. What's your curse?
My curse roll is a 40.
40. Ooh, okay. All right, so looking over the vehicle some more, you look at what Karl has managed to uncover, and you start looking for the same thing. You go around and you start scrubbing off some of the rust that's on, well, the mud that is on this car. It's dried mud, but it can be wiped off. And you discover the same 4 letters on the back of the vehicle. What you also discover is underneath the vehicle, there are, instead of wheels, there are these long slits that something is supposed to come out of, but you don't know what. They're quite large too. Now, as for your curse, you immediately start acting performative and put on a show for everyone in your vicinity. Depending on how your performance checks will be at advantage or disadvantage.
Poor.
Hey guys, there's something down here. Looks like slits of some sort. It could this be a hover car or something?
Yes, but why are you... okay, interesting, but why are you dancing, by the way?
Fucking breakdancing.
I want you to roll performance.
Performance?
Yep.
That would be a 13.
13.
Are you trying to make up for the performance I did back at the bar?
Overcome with this performative streak, you jump onto this vehicle, standing directly on top of the weird windows that you've seen before, these angular things that poke up from the rest of the body. As you do this, the vehicle wobbles in place, and this makes you realize that it has been hovering the entire time.
It's a hover car, you guys see. That's what the slits are for.
A hover car?
Yes, a hover car.
What?
It requires, I think, a hover drive of some sort.
Now that you all look in the direction that the vehicle is facing, you see that there is some kind of garage door that is shut, but surely there's a way to open it.
I have a crowbar.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you want me to do a strength check?
Yep, go ahead.
He's doing strength, you guys see.
Fuck, it's a 5.
You try prying open the door, but all you manage to do is bend some of the metal.
Allow the dancing man to lift up the door, I say while doing a ballerina spin.
Okay, you're gonna try doing strength.
To do with the...
Yes, let's see.
Maybe this has something to do with the tablet.
He got a 5 as well.
He got a 5 as well. Yeah, you.
While I'm spinning, I grab onto the door and I fall on my butt while I'm trying to lift the door.
All right, I'm gonna say that that's an unsuccessful performance. So from now on, your performance checks will be at disadvantage from now on.
While that's happening, I'm just over with Tipper like, could probably have something to do with the tablet, but is it doing anything?
We don't have any proper, like, question to answer to.
Look, I'm gonna give you an Arcana check. Go and do Arcana, Tipper.
10.
10. Guys, you know this, but I don't actually have a puzzle for this door, so I'm inventing one.
Oh,
come on.
You can sense that there is a lock on the other side of this door, and you will probably be able to open it with the tablet. It is a number, and you will need to guess what it is.
7.
Of course.
So
can I do an?
I will only answer in yes or no, and only in terms of what parts of the shape of the number there are.
Is it over 10?
That's not a question about its shape.
Fuck.
Is it rounded in any way?
Yes.
Okay, so that automatically puts in 1, 2,
Round.
3, 4, 5.
Is it 1 through
7.
10?
That's not a question about its shape.
I literally just asked that question.
Like you said, is it above 10?
It doesn't matter. Both of those questions have nothing to do with the shape of the number.
Is it all rounded, or
No.
are there edges? Okay, there's straight edges there, so that automatically puts in.
Bizzy's going into overdrive. No.
Is it 6?
No, that's rounded. That's all completely round.
No, it's not.
If there's straight edges to it.
No, yeah,
then...
6 has a straight edge.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
it's more like a curved edge of like.
Well, yeah, but it's not a loop,
3.
so I count that as a straight edge, essentially.
Oh, okay. Then
But
I've gotten that
Is
wrong.
this number a 6?
So, what are the questions so far? It does have a rounded component, but it's not completely rounded. That's so far. That's all you know.
Yeah, is it a 6?
I'm gonna wait until you all come to a unanimous decision.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's any hints in the room?
No. This room is
Round,
so heavily
but
rusted that it's impossible to see
entirely
any
round.
kind of text.
What do you think, Bizzy?
Rounded slightly, and there is a straight component to it.
I'm thinking like 6 as well.
It could also be 9 to a degree.
I mean,
True.
9 is also considered a 6 because it's just upside down.
Yeah, it's a turned around 6, and it's also, and 9's also an upside down 6. I say that while playing a banjo.
Well, you can ask more questions. I haven't stopped you.
It's not a straight number.
Yeah, it can't be.
I
Anything
cannot
that has
answer
a
any
straight
questions that aren't related to its shape.
Are we all gonna agree on 6 then?
You can try
How
it.
does it look digitally?
What?
Digitally?
Huh?
Digitally?
Yeah, so like,
Well,
like,
obviously it's going to be pixelated. Duh.
nah, but like, does it have a straight edge, like a straight line
Yes.
going down? Or
It
is
doesn't-
it a straight line
Oh, wait.
going up?
Neither of those are correct.
So it can't be 6 or 9.
It's not going straight up or straight down.
Oh, wait.
It's going at an angle.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, it could still be 6 or 9. I'm still sticking to 6 if it's not
This is
6,
so
right?
fucking complicated.
It's either going to be 6 or
Okay.
9. You still have to ask questions about its shape.
Well,
Is this
it's
on
hard.
top or bottom?
Let's just all agree on 6.
What's
We got the
on the
three
top or bottom?
If it's either a 6 or a 9, is a circle on top or bottom?
It's on the top.
Okay, it's 9 then.
9.
It's 9.
Okay.
Alright.
You draw a 9, and you hear, obviously, the clicking of the lock as it starts to open, and then the garage door begins sliding up, and you see the light
that sounds
stream
good.
in. All of the rust and dirt everywhere is fully exposed. This room is an absolute mess, but now you can actually see what you're looking at. This whole vehicle is a feat of engineering. It doesn't have any form of wheels or anything, but it appears like it should still be in working condition despite its decrepit appearance.
Okay, I would like to do a backflip.
Roll performance with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh my god.
Please tell me it's a 1. Please tell me it's a 1.
He rolled a 3.
A 3.
It was a 3.
You're going to backflip directly onto the hood of the car, slam your back into the hood, and you're going to take... Well, let me have a look at your health right now. You're going to take 3 points of damage.
Oof.
Only back at 9.
Yeah.
You just hear the choo.
It collapses onto the floor.
Maybe you
Yeah,
could learn
it's like
something else
it's
someday.
like
I would like to do a barrel roll up.
You're on the floor. You can't.
You're on the floor.
You're
You
on the
can't.
floor.
No. Just stay down.
So,
Just stay down.
looking out at this ocean now, you see now that the monkeys have heard this commotion and they've come to look at what's happening, but they're staying away from the newly opened door. They are very afraid of this new thing that has appeared, and they would rather keep their distance and hope that you have this under control.
Okay.
All right. Can I?
So
be
wait. So we
Are we able
unlocked
to
a door that
drive
led
the
to the outside.
Yes, and your goal right now is to go to the sunset and find out what this massive structure is blocking the sun.
Also, Karl, what did you say?
Are we able to drive the car? Where is is it charged up?
You haven't attempted to check to see that.
I would like to
I'm going
attempt
to-
to
I'll
try
do
and
it.
drive the car.
I'll do it.
Okay, I want you.
You can't drive the car. I can.
I want. Oh
I can
yeah,
drive
yeah,
the
true,
car.
Karl. I want you to roll investigation.
Okay. You're a performer. You're not a driver.
Yeah.
You
I got a 19.
19. You feel around the car some more, and eventually you feel that the window has a latch to it. It's a very oddly shaped window. It's something out of like the Jetsons or something, with how it's like a dome, but it's very polygonal. You find the latch and you release it, and you watch as the window pulls back and reveals a cockpit. It doesn't have space for any more than one person.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I guess
Alright, guess I'm going on the.
I guess
I guess I'm going on a surfboard.
There's no other tools available here, so your only option would be to ride on the hood of the car.
Would it be possible if
yeah,
I took a seat?
Is it possible for
and
me
put
to
Pepper
attach
in my lap?
my rope and make a surfboard out of the planks I have?
You could. Bizzy, what are you gonna do?
Okay, you said there was room for like one other person.
No, I said room for only one person.
Only one?
Only
Oh.
one.
So I have to drive the car.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only person
Okay.
who can drive.
Okay,
Still
any other
tipsy.
spot on the car, or...
The hood of the car is very wide and very long. It should be quite easy to sit on it.
'Cause I was about to say, if there was like a passenger seat, I could just sit there and then I could just secure Tipper.
The good thing is that the window and the spoiler are directly behind the hood, so if you were to lose your grip, you would have a safety net of some kind.
Is there anywhere to grab that's...
Yes, there is a hood scoop that appears like in the middle of the hood with enough space for you to grab and hold onto.
That's a sunroof.
No, it's not. It's more like where possible engine stuff would come from, but it's pointing forwards as opposed to it's like air intake. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. You know how on some Jeeps or some cars and stuff they have like the little step to get they have the little step to get in. Can I hold on to the window and just ride on the outside of the driver's door? Or is that not a
the
possibility?
window is the door, so unfortunately, no.
Oh.
We're just gonna have to ride with it.
You're gonna have to all get on the hood of the car.
Well, I'm going on the surfboard.
Okay. Right, Karl, you are in the cockpit now. You haven't really done anything else. These controls look mighty confusing, but then they're at least labeled in English, but they're written in a very like obtuse scientific form of English that it's very hard to understand. A lot of futuristic terms that you have no way of comprehending. What are you going to try to do?
Saint Peter's privates. I'm going to try and make sense of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, the futuristic.
Well, obviously, the first thing you want to do is try and figure out how to power it on.
I better put this tablet away before it flies off without me.
Yeah, while this goes on, I would like to attach the rope.
Yeah, you do that. You do that, no problem.
Yeah.
I am going to try and power up the car.
Okay, how are you going to do that? There is, in the cockpit, there is all manner of buttons and levers and pulleys and switches. What are you going to try to do?
Is there any button like on the side of the steering wheel?
There is actually no steering wheel. The steering system appears to be completely made of levers.
Oh, so I'm driving a tank pretty much. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna call out to people on top of the roof, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, is there a lever on the back of the hovercraft?"
You look where you have you've attached the robes to the spoiler of the car, and all you could see are just panels that appear to be some kind of exhaust. So no.
Nope, no lever. I say while doing a backflip.
Roll performance with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. 7.
What are the chances that this thing?
Okay, I'm just gonna say that you'll do that successfully. Sorry, Tipper.
What are the chances that this thing turns on from my tablet?
Roll Arcana.
Let's see. 19.
You are able to confidently deduce that it is unrelated to the tablet.
Right, okay. So we don't need to have that out. Let's put that away.
Yeah, you put it in your like backpack or whatever. Karl, still need an idea of what you're going to try and do, because all the controls are in the cockpit. You know that for a fact now.
Alright, let's just press buttons.
Okay. Roll a... Ooh.
Just so you know, Karl, this machine has nothing to do with the tablet, so it's all you.
Yeah, roll a, I guess intelligence saving throw? I don't know what this would be.
Alright.
Intelligence or wisdom saving throw?
That is a dirty 21.
Doesn't matter, he got a dirty 21. I'm not going to,
My goodness.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to, cause any trouble there. So, yeah, you press a couple of buttons and eventually you stumble upon the power button. You don't even have to, like, with a lawnmower, you have to pull on it and then eventually it starts. Or with a car, you actually turn a key and you have to wait for the engine to go on. With this one, it's instant. You press the button and it begins to power up. You see the lights come on. Granted that it doesn't seem like it's been in very good condition, so some of the stuff is worn out. But everyone else, you are hearing a very obvious whining noise, which is the sound of the engine getting higher and higher in pitch.
At least it works.
It seems to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna drive us out of here.
Okay, you look down at your feet and you see that there is no acceleration pedal where your right foot would be. Instead, there is one just directly in the middle. It seems that the only thing that this car is capable of doing is accelerating, at least from the single panel there. What are you gonna do?
Test it out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm in position.
Yeah, but what exactly do you do to get what do you do with the pedal?
How many buttons are there?
There's lots, like too many to count.
2,000 buttons.
I'm gonna push down on the pedal.
Okay. I need you to roll a strength saving throw, and Karl, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, 16 for strength saving.
Nice.
Oh, that's a 4.
As you push down the pedal, the car actually goes in reverse, and it gets dangerously close to the back of the room. Immediately cries out and starts like pushing on the back wall to try and stop himself from being crushed. Fortunately, you let go of the pedal and it stops doing that.
Oh, thank God.
Karl, I think that was the back button.
But there's only one pedal.
Notice. Thank you. I didn't bloody notice. Thank you, Tipper.
Just so you know, I'm gonna think the pedals is a button, okay? Just so you know.
What are you gonna do, Karl?
I'm gonna push one of the levers forward. Let's see if
you push the lever on your right forward, and you feel the car starting to turn towards the right in place.
Oh, for
Okay.
God's sake.
Try the left
We're
one.
not exactly moving.
Try the left lever. It should be back and forward.
I think there is
Okay,
a
I'm
left
gonna
one,
try
is there?
Okay,
Oh,
you
yeah,
try the
try
left
the
lever.
left
That one turns you left. At least you are facing outside again.
Okay,
Or not.
so
Wait, do these levers have a button? A push
whoever...
button?
Well, I don't fucking know.
You're in the car.
Karl, in frustration, you bang your arm against the console, and you see as a hatch suddenly drops open and out rolls a manual, but it's one of those ones where all the pages are connected together, so it's just a scroll, and it's a lot of text that is very, very obviously in scientific terms, very hard to read. I want you to roll an investigation.
But first, I'm gonna let out a very frustrated scream.
Okay, Dad, relax.
That's just a dirty 23.
Through reading basically the beginners section of the manual, which is at the very top, it finally tells you something very clear. To go forward, you tap the pedal.
Well, I'm going to tap the pedal then.
All right. As soon as you do that, the car begins to move forward at an increasing speed. You see to your sides, those circular panels that were on the back of the car are actually exhaust ports. There are 4 of them, 2 on each side, and they start producing these long jets of, it's not even fire, it's some kind of energy that you are unable to describe, as it begins to pull out of the garage, and it is fast. It speeds up incredibly quickly, and there is no sign of it stopping. Everyone currently on the hood roll dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Oh God.
This little man still got it. Nat 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nat 20, let's go!
Right, you're both holding onto the air intake as everything starts flying by. Like, your mouths are flapping open and the teeth are showing. You're going ridiculously fast. And the car is hovering over the surface of the water, which is being thrown about on either side. Now, I need you to perform a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Crit fail.
Oh, is that like a 1?
That's a 1 plus any.
Oh,
1 plus 2.
wow. Okay. So you don't realize it immediately, but all of a sudden the wood beneath you gives way. You are now clinging onto these robes, submerged in the water. This water is incredibly salty. It is filling your eyes and your mouth and getting all over you. It is irritating. It is extremely painful. You are going to take... let me see how much you will take. It will be another 3 points of damage.
Fuck. Okay,
And you are...
while I'm in the water,
You're
I would
stuck
like
in
to,
the water.
I would like to grab the planks that are trying to flow away.
They have completely corroded. You cannot find the planks anywhere. You have nothing to ride on.
It's acid water! Acid.
Oh my god.
Bizzy and Tipper, you hear this. Karl doesn't hear anything, but you look back and you hear screams at any time his head comes up above the water. You turn around, you let go of the air intake and you allow yourself to fall to where the spoiler is. So you're not holding onto the car anymore. It is just basically coasting you along. And you both grab at the robes that are still attached to the spoiler. Both of you roll strength.
Okay. Just strength or
16?
Okay,
Just strength.
Okay. That is also a 16 for me.
Nice, yeah. You are able to pull him up.
Pull!
Even as this car is going at a blisteringly fast pace. as you pull, you see as is lifted into the air because of the speed of the vehicle. But thankfully that means that he's no longer being burned.
Yay!
And you keep pulling on the ropes until he is with you. And you find a place for him to settle down against the spoiler somehow.
The water is acidic.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like salt water, it's not salt water.
Oh, definitely not touching that now that you've said that.
You know, what's funny is that the monkeys actually told you you weren't able to go in the water, and you decided to basically try to wakeboard. Oh, dear.
Why would you pick this at the best time possible?
Oh, I get it. He's like a performance guy, yeah.
As we get to the shore, it's just a fucking skeleton.
Okay, not that bad. Not that bad.
Okay, well, at least you're out of the so-called acidic water.
Yeah, Karl, you continue driving, and it's actually quite difficult to see out of the window because of how dusty it is, but you do see that you are approaching land, and it is very, very arid land, that it's entirely grey. It's like there's nothing here. And in a split second, you see as the ocean just passes by you, and you are now driving along this arid land. Also, the sky, it's no longer a sunset. It seems that, again, there is a smooth transition, but the transition goes by so fast that you don't have time to react. It now appears to be some overcast conditions, but with really dull green color.
Oh, that looks gross.
I feel burning.
Good.
Now, you are all still, like, clinging to the spoiler, basically. Karl, what are you gonna do?
Karl, stop it!
I'm gonna try and stop it.
Yeah. So how do you do that?
Start pressing random buttons, I'd say.
Step on the pedal.
What you
Stop this random bloody contraption.
Instead of doing anything that you wanted to do, you just feel as suddenly 3 rockets are launched from under the vehicle going forward. Some blue aura surrounds the vehicle for some unknown reason, and then another aura surrounds it, and all of a sudden the vehicle just jerks to the left. All of you cling on for dear life as it just drives on its own, and Karl has no control over it.
Karl, can you stop this thing?
Oh, step on the pedal. The pedal.
I'm gonna tap on the pedal again.
Now that you've done this, it's not immediate, but the car is beginning to slow down. It's a gradual process, but eventually it comes to enough of a stop that you could safely get out. Everybody is clear.
Oh
my god!
As soon as both my feet touch the ground, I just fall like.
I'm gonna get out of the car and I'm like, well, that was fun, and then vomit on the floor.
We're never doing that again.
I proceed to do a backflip and vomit on the floor while mid backflip.
Oh god.
I feel terrible.
That's great.
But I'm not puking.
With disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Well, the vomit itself is its own reward, so I won't get you to take damage.
I will be vomiting pixels.
You're vomiting up the stew that you had earlier.
I am trying my damn best to hold in the vomit, and I'm just like, guys, isn't too late to mention I get motion sickness pretty fucking easily.
Yeah, it's kind of too late now.
Oh yeah, actually, Bizzy, you are resistant to vomiting because you remember that whenever you went on some kind of heist, you would always travel through, one of these portals, and it would send you into like a hellish red dimension that definitely made you feel like throwing up. But this is child's play.
Like at this point, like I don't vomit, but I still feel like really sick.
Yes, that's correct.
Like,
yeah, and after
where are we?
After all of you have finished regurgitating whatever you need to, you look out and you see that you are in basically think of like Antarctica, as in it's just sheets of ice, right? But instead of ice, what you see here is some kind of wet concrete. It's everywhere. You see these hills and cliffs made of this concrete, and then as you look out at the sunset, you finally get a glimpse of the structure. Well, no, not the sunset. Where the sunset would have been. Now in these new overcast conditions, you can finally get a glimpse of the structure, and the description of which I will withhold until the next session.
Yay, next Sunday.
God,
I
so
still
much
have-
drama.
Yeah.
Freaking heck. I got us out of that situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it for this episode of Interp'd Reality. Did you have just as much fun as we did? Why don't you leave us a like, share the episode around, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any new releases. We'd also love to hear what your favorite part was, so let us know in the comments. Also check out our other shenanigans set in the worlds we've built, plus all our links for even more content outside of D&D you never thought you needed. Thank you so much for listening all the way through to the end, and we'll see you all next time.